No need to fight, ladies. Plenty of this gravy to go around. Camping Gear TV. I'm Josh.
I'm Ben.
Gary's here today, of course. And today we got a nice little product that you might not be aware of.
Gary's got a friend too, you see?
Yeah,
This is
piggyback ride.
Mortimer.
Mortimer. Yeah.
The spider monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at a lantern. And this is a nice little lantern. This is from the High Gear. And we have not looked at anything from them before, I don't think.
No.
This is the Smart Lite.
Mm-hmm.
And just real quick, from their site, which is highgear.com, this is $35.
Mm-hmm.
Amazingly enough, this is the first time I think this has ever happened. When High Gear was selling this for $35,
Yeah.
on Amazon it was selling for $42. That's pretty rare.
I like it.
So go to their site, buy direct from the manufacturer,
Do it.
or the seller, and get yourself a good little lantern. We'll talk about why this is good, why this is unique.
Nice little package.
It charges, so it's one of these lanterns where it's a hand crank lantern.
Yeah, those are always nice. 'Cause
Yeah,
you run out of batteries, right?
exactly. So, but if you don't want to crank this thing up to get full charging, it has a USB plug-in.
Mm-hmm.
Plug it into your computer, get
Yeah.
it charged.
Yeah.
15-hour charge time. So
That
just
looks like that micro USB.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what you want to do is charge this overnight. 15 hours of charge time
Yeah.
gets you 4 hours of burn time on high,
That's
which
good.
is this.
Yeah.
This is a pretty bright light.
Can you even put batteries in it?
No,
I think I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
No, don't have to buy batteries.
And
Nice.
then you get 10 hours of burn time on low.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
many Roberts?
How many Roberts?
Yeah.
This is a lantern. That's
Oh.
you're way off base here.
Oh.
So stick with the program.
Sorry.
That's okay. And I will attest that their burn time is a little conservative. I think it could go longer than that, a little bit longer than that, which is nice. And I think this is a pretty bright lantern. It's 95 lumens.
I like the construction.
Yeah,
Materials.
it's
It's not your normal ABS plastic.
Yeah, it's real simple.
Yeah.
It's let's see, rubberized for easy grip. A lot of rubber
Yeah.
on it.
Right. The rubber.
Dimensions, you can see it's pretty compact. 76 by 180 millimeters is what they're saying.
Tight little package.
Tight little package, and 7 ounces. And so the fact that you don't have to carry batteries helps cut down on the weight a little bit.
Yeah.
Here's the interesting thing. This has the backup power via dynamo crank.
We already talked about that.
Yeah.
Why did you bring it up again?
Because we're getting into what they're saying, that with your crank time, you really can't. If I had this not charged, if it
Yeah.
was all spent, you would
Right.
see the light go up when I'm cranking it. But this is, I've had it fully charged for the presentation. Now I will say this. So the crank time, they say on their site, 3 minutes of crank time equals 6 minutes of burn time on high,
Yes.
10 minutes of burn time on low.
Okay.
I was kind of feeling like it was more like 1-to-1. So if you have a minute of crank time,
Yeah.
you get a minute of
Burn time.
burn time on high. That's
Yeah.
how I felt about it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't think it was yielding that much power.
Yeah.
But the rechargeable side, when you charge on the USB, the 15 hours of charge time I thought was more than 4 hours of burn time. Especially when you're camping during the summer.
Yeah.
You have fires going and the sun sets late. There's not a whole lot of need to burn a whole lot of light.
Mm-mm.
And so, even in the winter, if you have a fire at your site, there's very rarely do I find myself like hanging up a lantern for 5 hours.
Well, here's where it can come in handy. And sometimes when it's pounding rain,
Mhm.
you will find yourself hanging out in your tent
That is
for
true.
hours.
That is true.
And at that point, you need a lantern that's going to run for 4 to 6 hours.
That is true. You do. That is a good point.
Yeah.
And so, and again, if it starts to burn out, and then you just need to use it sparingly, you can always hand crank it to get it up.
Yeah.
The globe on top comes off and it screws in on the bottom,
Yeah.
and then you can have a down light or a flashlight, however
Sweet.
you want to work it. And like you were saying,
That's pimp.
yeah. So if you're in your tent, you can hang
Yep.
this, and you just have a spot down for if you're reading or
That's
doing
very
whatever.
nice.
Yeah. So I mean, it's actually a pretty useful little lantern, and I must say,
Like it.
kind of unique.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding that we're getting a lot more lanterns that are of that size,
Mm-hmm.
and versus the old huge size lanterns, which are
Yeah.
still good, but I don't know. I'm feeling like this is more the way to go now in the backpacking camping world, is to get something that just does not take up that much space, and you can put in your. What's it squeaking over there?
Yeah, the lantern's got like a. I think I'm gonna
Turned
it
too hard
a
and it
little
squeaked.
awkwardly or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, it's a great lantern. So go over to highgear.com and check it out. $35, I think, is completely well spent.
Right.
Comes with its own USB connection cable, so you don't have to worry about buying another cable and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Just plug it into your computer. That's what I did. Plug it in your computer and it'll straight charge it for you. Plug it in overnight and it's ready to go the next day when you go out.
Mm-hmm.
So really great little lantern. Nothing else to say about it. I think it's very much worth the $35, and I think you shall enjoy it. So High Gear's got several other products to check out over there. So head over to highgear.com and check them out. That's about it.
That's it.
Yep. So we will catch you next time.
On the flip side.
On the flip side. Until then, he's Josh. He's Gary with our good friend Mortimer. I'm Ben. We're campinggeartv.com.